seeing on my screen,
Hmm.
I think light is less at your end.
Yes, yes. I
So
have to see. I'm
you should
changing
do
my.
something about it in future.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm changing my flat. Okay. So I'm just yes, and I'm just making it.
Right now you are based in?
Yeah, I'm based in Mumbai.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yes, we have. I'm giving you the option of recording. Yeah, you can record also. I have allowed you to record.
Have you started the recording?
You can do the recording because I have crossed 5 GB.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And do you want it to be in Hindi or English?
Hmm?
Do you want the thing to be in English or Hindi?
Any language.
Hmm?
Any language as per
Okay,
your
okay,
choice.
okay, okay. So
Yeah.
let's go with the flow.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Since yeah. So this is a love show because this the word mother, when we are talking about the word mother, mother is something, she has a language of love, right? As we all know, that is NLP, neuro-linguistic language, right? So what exactly this mother's language is? Love. So any language can matter. We used to learn from the mother language. The word is there, right? What is your mother tongue? We used to ask, right? This first teacher is our mother when we are coming to the world. So either
Okay.
it's Hindi. Hindi is something which is national language of us, or English. English comes later because we are not born in US or UK or any other countries like that. So the originally the essence of India is Hindi, and Hindi is somewhere. And in we are blessed to be born in India where different languages are there: Marathi, Bengali, so South and Tamil, Malayalam. Comfortable, whatever you are
Yeah.
comfortable. This life is going to be in that because it's especially dedicated to the mother. Now, yes. So you are talking about Mr. Kapil is here. Welcome, Mr. Kapil, and welcome everybody entering the
Thank you.
suggestions. Yeah, those who are watching. He is very interesting person, by the way, because before starting the live, I came to know that he was talking about 365 days. I'm worshipping my woman, that is my better half, right? So and and he also admitted himself only 364 days. One day is gone for Karva Chauth. So this is very sweet of him. So yeah, from his mouth, I want to know how your wife exactly, what exactly you do for your wife, because you're a very loving husband, whatever I have understood, and how you just let me know how you want your son to be read by your uh, woman, that is your wife. Yeah, over to you, Mr.
Can you just repeat the question again?
Yeah. So first, I want to know that is your life love. Means you have already told, right? That is how do you celebrate it? Your wife's day. That is 364 days. You may just mention that being a mother of your son, of your child. How do you celebrated her motherhood each and every day? Living one day, that is your day. And even you want, you can just tell that how you also celebrate, how she is celebrated for you. Okay. So because every story matters here.
Okay. See, first of all, I would like to just add on to it that uh, I am the father of two kids, right? Elder one is my daughter,
Okay.
and
Wow.
right now she has completed her master's in
Nice.
economics,
Wow.
and the younger one is my son, and who is actually studying information engineering from Germany. Right, he's studying in Technical University of Munich.
Yeah.
As far as my wife is concerned, we recently celebrated on 1st of Feb our 25th marriage anniversary, right?
Wow. Yeah.
So, been 25 long years. And I don't hesitate to disclose it to anyone. In fact, all my nears, my friends are fully aware that mine was a love marriage, right? So
Yeah.
we had that bonding before we actually formalized our relationship, right? So we knew each other for like 1.5 years before that. But yes, I would say that she has always played a very, very important role in my life. And I have no hesitation in acknowledging it, right? Uh, you might feel it interesting that when I proposed to my wife, it wasn't to be my friend
Okay.
when I saw her, it was to be my wife. That
Okay.
is, when I got that feeling that she is the girl,
Hmm.
so I never chose her to be my friend first. I
Right.
could simply say that I want you to be my life partner. So you can understand my feelings for her from day one, that
Right.
I thought that she is the one who can actually complete me. And she has done it. Though you can say in 90s, it wasn't easy for, to actually get the consent of parents.
Right.
But I could, you can say, uh, convince my parents that what choice I have made is the right one. And I am fortunate that my parents agreed to it. And in the later stages, everybody agreed to it, that she became more of a daughter to my father,
Yeah.
and he would take care of her more than me.
Right.
Right. So that was the bonding. So everybody, even today, everybody loves her. So then, as far as motherhood is concerned, I would say that when I had the first child, my daughter,
Yeah.
that was the period I would say I had no clue about motherhood, right? I was totally ignorant ki what are the, important things that should be taken care of. But yes, both the mothers, I would say, my mom and my wife's mom, took good care of her. And you can say that changed the whole perspective. Yes, I was comparatively more mature or more intelligent when I had my second baby, right? So I was in a position to take care of my wife because now I had learned my lessons from what you can say blunder I did in the first case, right?
Right.
But
Right.
yes, it has been a beautiful journey till now.
Right. So inspiring. Yeah. Now you have recently created a podcast on women's health, right? On mothers specifically.
Right,
What exactly? I was having a discussion with one of my colleagues. Okay. She is a gynecologist. So she spoke after giving birth to a child. When you are just talking about birth, right? After giving birth to a child, mothers are sacrificing. Okay, she doesn't take care of her health. What is going on? And this sometimes may cause to cancer. Sometimes may cause to different type of ailments, which they don't
right.
knowingly, unknowingly, they are not aware about it. For this, how your podcast means what is there in the podcast and how you, if you are suggesting that in the description box, this Mr. Kapil's podcast will be there. It's very interesting. Kindly listen to it. Before this, I'm extremely sorry. So much of noises are happening here. So constructions are going on and all those stuff.
No, never mind. Let's go with the flow.
Yeah, sure, sure. That's fine. So I just wants to know about your this commitments towards the health of the woman, even if they are not a mother, but they are going to be a mother and who are specifically going to give the birth. Recently, I came, my few friends are pregnant. Okay. So for them, if you have any suggestions, because they are going to be a mother, and how your podcast is going to help them out, please kindly throw some light on this, please.
See, you can say that I'm a common man, right? You can
Yeah,
say a common educated man with no medical background, right?
Yeah.
But yes, first of all, we must learn to be humans, right?
Yeah.
And as you said during the day, ki bhai, your wife is your ardhangini, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So, as we call it in English, a better half.
Yeah. True.
Obviously, that person needs to be looked after,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
And as in even during the podcast,
Mhm.
when it was mentioned that when a farmer actually prepares the land, right,
Right.
for the
Right.
crop,
Mhm.
so that land is prepared so that the crop is healthy.
Right.
So
Exactly.
here, a female who
Mhm.
is about to be a mother, right,
Mhm.
she
Mhm.
must be prepared
Right.
psychologically, physically,
Huh.
mentally, in all respects,
Right.
so
Exactly.
that because see, as males, we
Mhm.
cannot imagine actually, or
Mhm.
I would say that we cannot actually understand also what a woman goes through,
Exactly.
right?
Yes. Yes.
Maybe people would say that, okay, we will try it, but trying to understand and actually understanding are two different things, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
So we must take care as much as possible,
Yes.
because in during that time, like people say, because of her physical problems or changes going on in her body, she might
Mhm.
have mood swings, she might have like different kinds of ailments coming. So
Right.
everything has to be understood, and every, not only the husband, but see, when in Indian setup, when we say that a bride comes, right,
Mhm.
she becomes part of the family. So
Right.
it should be the duty of each and every family member to
Mhm.
take care of her. And when
Exactly.
in our social setup, we
Mhm.
assume that that bride will take care of the family members when she enters the house, she becomes part of the family. So
Right.
obviously, it automatically becomes the other family members' duty also to take care of her and give her
Absolutely.
full support, right?
Right.
And ultimately, she will bring a life, right, into this world. And
Right.
in the initial days, or you might have seen in your family also, when there is a kid in the house, everybody plays with the kid like a toy. वो एक खिलौना
Right.
मिल जाता है तो
Yeah.
there's so much positivity that enters the house. So shouldn't we take care of that female, that mother who actually became, uh, because of her, all
Right.
that became possible? So it is a
Yes.
very, very, basic thing to understand. But many a times we do see that we falter in that, either out of ignorance or due to certain biases or prejudices, I should say. But yes,
Absolutely.
that will be wrong to do that.
Right. But every child, whenever, as we all know, female child were not accepted. Even I was not accepted in the family, being a female, born female. Yeah. But my mother struggled a lot. Because of some reasons are there. I was not. I have a defective. So a lot of things happens when we hear all those things. Yeah, we know the enjoyment happens. Now people are more open for the female child, male child. This male child was feel because my father's family was from a village. Okay, and my mother directly from Calcutta, means Calcutta. Okay, and she's a missionary educated. So she get married to that love marriage happens with my father, who was my father's year. I just want to say he was ranked third in whole West Bengal in engineering. So,
Okay.
anyways, my they came across and they were in a love and then they decided to marry. Yeah, same ways. But here the best part which you have spoke about. There is a difference between the thought process as well. You spoke about the love, and you spoke about, if you remember, that is when I'm just doing the love, she's my friend. First, she is my friend, then I thought of my life partner. right? When you are thinking life partner as your friend, a then you know how to give value to your friend, right? Your friend needs you. But when you are doing love and you are doing love marriage, there is something like striking. Yeah, I'm just doing because I am a man and I have to have a female in my life. Because it's a social taboo. Sometimes it comes like this, right? It's a social taboo. Until and unless my brother born, my mother didn't get the value in the family. He's 3 years younger than me. So the time my brother born in the family, then the excitement was gone to the high peak. But at this point, my grandmother forgot that she is a woman. She also gave birth to someone, the daughter she is to having. She is to having her son. So, anyways, this was something very pathetic. Every family is not so much open to grasp everything in this,
See, I
right?
would say, Devasmita, I've been lucky on that count
Right, exactly.
because in my family, if I talk about my generation, like my
Right.
father was three brothers and two
Uh,
sisters.
yeah.
But okay, let's say the sisters got married off. But in all the kids of my father and brothers,
Mhm.
coincidentally, all were sons, right?
Okay.
But
See. Yeah.
my uncle, my
Yeah.
like we say, Chacha ji,
Mm.
he
Yeah.
had one daughter,
Okay.
and like all, including all cousins, we were five brothers and one sister. You can say one
Mm-hmm.
cousin.
Right.
So she's like the most important girl in the house,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Coincidentally, that happened in my case. I have two younger brothers,
Mm.
and my daughter is the youngest one. Oh,
Wow.
sorry, the eldest one, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then we have all sons in the family. So
Wow.
she is the most important person in the family.
Wow. Actually,
So everybody celebrates her presence or my sister's presence in the family. Nothing can be done without them. And even I don't have the liberty to even scold her if I want to, because my father, when he was there, and currently my mother, they will not spare me, you know.
yeah.
so,
yeah.
so
Yeah.
that is the case in my family.
Yes. Yeah. This I know various families like Marwari families. I personally worked with Mr. Lodha, okay, and Mr. Hiranandani. So they are all typically they used to take Gujarati and Marwari family people. Why? Because they worship women. Okay. So Lakshmi Aya Ghar pe, right?
Right.
So yeah, I know this. This is Lakshmi. The word Lakshmi is talking about this. Now people used to say, Abhi, the thing is, no, there are certain things, certain government is applying, giving them amount because of Lakshmi Aya Ghar pe to save the female children, right? So अभी लक्ष्मी को तो लाओ क्योंकि अगर लड़की नहीं हो रहा है तो मुझे लड़की चाहिए. That time वो लड़की चाहिए. In 80s, I am a 80 born child. Okay, I am 83 born. So that time there is no लड़की चाहिए घर तभी सन चाहिए घर some means uh, in Bengali families in the interior of other I know Rajasthani families in even like those peer families they don't want still there is a problem of इतना government help करने के बावजूद भी there is a problem they
You're
used to
surprised to
kill
know my wife was also born in Kolkata.
okay. Yeah, because she born in 2090s
But
when already government is starting something for them,
right,
right?
right.
Uh-huh. And as I've already mentioned, Marwari family, Gujarati family, females are considered as Mahalakshmi. Lakshmi
Right.
aaya ghar pe, right? You people worship Baba Ladki aaye. Or
See,
in log
worshipping
worship.
is one thing, Devasmita, but
Yeah,
let us not go into that because many a times, on one hand, we worship the female, and
yeah,
on the other hand, we don't even consider her human, right?
right,
So that is not done. So, first of all, let us, consider them as equals,
right. Exactly. Though we
right?
are using the word
The
equals,
goddess factor can come later on.
Right.
But first step is to consider them as equals.
Right.
Though personally, I would say that my wife is much, much better than me. Right.
Wow.
So, matlab, that is, I'm ready to acknowledge this fact, like in this social medium, that that is the best decision that I took in my life. That
Absolutely.
and I was able to, persuade her to agree to me.
Yeah, actually, I'm saluting you the way you are supporting your wife. Two incidents I'm talking about right now. One is one of the doctor with whom about whom I was talking about. She is a gynecologist. Okay, the day she gave the birth to a child, that day her sister-in-law also given the same day child born. Okay, so but her child born still, that is dead.
Oh,
Okay, and the thing is, on that day her child born normal delivery happened, okay, to her, because she is a gynecologist, she knows the technique, and she has
right,
taken care of her health in such a way that the child born normally.
right,
She asked, that is that day, why don't you go and talk to your, just go and comfort your sister. You don't have to be with me. The day, the time the child has come to the world, that time he didn't get the father, because but his father gone to somewhere else to but this is something good cause. But women here is the symbol of sacrifice. We
right,
say, right, epitome of sacrifice.
right, right.
Why?
Agree. Fully agree with that.
Yes, but the circumstances come like this. But many a times, when father hear that there is a daughter, previously the father used to give divorce, right? But I should salute you that you have taken your daughter in such a way, and you are enjoying your daughter, means giving her that freedom, that trust. That is, as a father, you are given the salute. And yeah, you get more, means the fact is, no, here you are giving respect to your wife, the value to your wife. So something everybody should learn from you.
See, I would like to narrate one incident to you,
Yeah,
what my father used to say.
yeah.
He used to say that if you have something, though I used to be, really afraid of him. I
Hmm.
wouldn't, because his
Yeah,
authority and he was like that demeanor. But, whatever, he used to say that, okay, if you have something to discuss, if you want me to accept any of your, demands or requests, sit down in front of me, either
right,
convince me or get convinced. Right.
right. Yeah,
And then we'll not talk afterwards.
right.
Something of that sort came to me also.
Yes.
Then he always used to say that if something wrong, I did something wrong, right? So
Yes.
I should be the one who should be telling him first. He shouldn't get to know it from anybody else. That he might forgive me if
Yeah,
I tell him myself that मुझसे ये गलती हो गई, right? But it shouldn't be like somebody else coming to. So I actually followed that, and throughout my life, I always felt that I am answerable to my parents, to my family,
right.
and to nobody else. And that is the same thing which and he had full trust in me, in my
Yeah,
brothers, that okay, they'll never do anything wrong. And that trust I have in my kids also.
absolutely.
And because I know what with what values we have actually, brought
Mhm.
them up. And till today, I'm really proud of both my kids, right?
Wow.
That
Yeah.
whatever they do, they keep us in the loop, right?
Mm.
So, and of course, they are responsible now. So, and in fact, just because of that only, I was able to send my, son to, abroad, because he was just 18 when he left,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
for an 18-year-old to manage everything himself is still a task, right? And for Indian
Right.
parents, when we do everything for our kids, so
Mhm.
just letting him go and care for himself, so that
Mhm.
was a task for even for us. But yes, he handled himself beautifully. Here my daughter is keeping everything,
Absolutely. Yes.
So
Really
no,
inspiring.
I'm really proud of both of them.
Yeah, I'm also feeling really proud of you as of being a father. The way you are giving space to your family, to your wife, to your daughter. So it's important to understand each and every word, whatever he is talking about, because he is giving immense value. Mr. Kapil is giving an immense value. So I have some questions which is coming from Ifi also. What is
Okay.
the most important lessons you learn as a parent? This being with a means about from your daughter and from your son. What the lesson you have learned recently?
See, uh, it is very difficult to actually sum up in a few words.
Yeah.
But yes, I would say that after my kids were born, I became more responsible, right?
Okay.
Though
Yeah.
I've always been a family boy, I always enjoyed family bonding.
Yeah.
But to a certain extent, carelessness was there. But when my kids were born, yes, that was a change in me, that I became more responsible, right? Then in my younger years, I used to lose patience a lot.
Yeah.
So I became more patient, right? So that is the change, in the positive change, that I don't, though a few of my friends or family members still believe that I get angry very easily. But
Yeah.
I know that that is not the case anymore. Yes,
Right.
there was a time when, but after my kids, as time passed, I became more calm. So that is the positive change which I feel
Yes.
uh, that did take place. But though still there are moments when there's spurt of anger automatically, but still I have controlled it in a big way, and thanks to my kids for that.
I'll tell you what exactly is coming in my mind. Who's who is the family member who takes care of your accounts department? Means the amount, whatever. Are you very much confident in handling the money matters,
No, no,
or
no. Graha Lakshmi.
right?
Though I have studied accounts,
Yeah.
but I am bad at handling money. So,
Yes.
and so it's good. It is her USP. She
Yes.
knows how to manage it.
Yes. So, in other words, housewife are, see, I'm going to share my story, one story here. So, a housewife are considered to be the budgeting manager, right? Home manager. Yes, they know
See,
how
but
to.
she is not a housewife. She is working also, right?
Wow. Yeah.
But yes, she's also a teacher, right?
Yeah.
But she's locked in her personal space. She doesn't go to school, but she all these, it's been more than like 25 years that she's been teaching. She's in handling international students also. She's teaching online, and there are students who come to her center. So it's so like a one woman show. She handles everything. She handles the house, she handles her profession, and she handles the kids, handles me, and she does it beautifully.
Yes. Now, I'll tell you why. See, when I was in my post graduation level, okay, that was my last semester. Means I did from Calcutta University, NSU, but it is relevant to Calcutta University. Okay, it was over there, attached to that university. So during that time, my mother was diagnosed with not cancer, gallbladder, this stone. Okay, my father was cancer, and recently he's cured from cancer. He was having gallbladder cancer. So my mother was having a gallbladder stone, and she was continuously she was just vomiting that day, and she has to underwent an operation, and that is for she has doctor advised her for 7 days rest. So 3 days she was there in the hospital, and 4 days she was at home. That time, my I understood what is the role of a housewife, because I was in my 20s that time, and I was studying. My exam was near, and the time I saw that is, and during the time of studies, I used to sleep then because I getting too much tired. I have to clean the whole house. I have to then what? Brooming the house, cleaning the house, then uh, doing cooking for everybody. Okay, at home, taking care of them, and that time only all milkman, this man, that man, all used to come, and I have to. Since she all taught me that the monies are here in this particular department, you just open and just give it to them. Your work is there. That also like a brainstorming for me, because if I that is the mistake, I can give somebody 100 extra or 200
Hmm.
extra, but
Hmm.
the fact is, no, maybe some, but see, a woman, a house manager, means we can say like this, they know how much to give, because they can't do mistakes. And that time I told Baba, my education is much easier than your this taking care of household work. And not only this, second of all, the when I was working, work is much more easier than taking care of this household work. Household
Right.
work is a task. Really, they are doing job without taking rest. In pandemic, how many of the mothers are sitting at home since everything was sanitized? Okay, even if we don't go out for dinner as well, we were sitting at home, everything she is cooking. And if we are just ordering one mithai also, because being a Bengali, we are, yeah, we need sweets at the end of the food. My brother used to sanitize that also. Even it is possible that he will sanitize the sweets also, because of his what to say, we get fear. Means we were into seeing him, we are thinking, Arey, no, Baba, we don't need any sweets. Because of him only we reduce our weight. Now again, we are gaining our weight as we need sweets. So, no, actually, this is what the thing is. Now, another thing, another story is that is my mother is a convent educator, as mentioned. So, her grandfather is Mohit Kumar Majumdar, who is renowned barrister of Kolkata High Court and Mumbai High Court, and she used to travel here also. Yes, he didn't allow. My mother got a chance in homeopathy. Okay, that is, she has to go to Germany for study, because that time she has to go there, and homeopathy in India was not that much uh, importance. You can understand that much of importance was not given to her. So she got a chance, but he didn't allow. The desires get dumped. And after marriage, she got a chance in teaching school. Okay. But since that time I born. Okay. So she has to sacrifice that job. So they are calling as a semblance. That time it was stated you have to either take care of your daughter, of your children, or you have to take care of your job. So jobs, and then the sacrifice comes. The matter of sacrifice comes. And now when I'm just listening from you, that you are giving that opportunity to your uh, wife like this, it is something like, wow, right? The wow experience comes.
No,
But no,
Devasmita, here I would like to stop you here.
yeah,
See, she is an educated individual, right?
yeah,
If I have the right to follow my passion,
right.
how can I stop her to follow hers? Right?
How
R-
exactly? This is what
Right?
my father didn't
R-
understand. Yeah,
So I am nobody to allow her or to give her opportunity to do it. Right?
abs-
I
yeah,
am her husband. I'm a friend. I'm not her owner. Right?
right,
So she has her, wishes, her desires. She has her friend circle. And in fact, it's much better because I get to meet my friends less nowadays. But
right,
I'm happy about it. Right?
yeah,
When a person is among his friends or her friends, we tend to be, we tend to enjoy more. That's very
right,
natural.
right,
But I have that will be wrong on my part to say that I am allowing her to do something, right? That
yes,
is that is a wrong idea altogether. So I don't, go I don't buy that idea. right?
right,
She is an individual. She has her liberty. She has a freedom. Yes, we are a family. We can always discuss whatever we want to. Uh, Even I take, advice from her, because if, let's say, if I get confused, so I do ask her, and the same goes with her. If she wants to do something and she wants my support, she asks for that from me. So that's a good thing to do, because that's what family is all about.
right,
But yes,
exactly.
we are not ruling on each other, right?
Right. So true. Yes, and as much as I'm listening to you, I'm really, really amazed. Because I want everybody's support. Yeah, in Delhi, I know one person. Okay, he is very foodie. Okay, and he got involved with a means with a girl. Okay, whom he also thought of marrying that person. Okay, so he found her also foodie, similar way. So thought of, and there is a discrepancies in the family, but he is belonging from a Punjabi family. So Punjabi has a, you can understand that balle balle type, right? So
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 that's
he,
even more, that gives the more jolly good feeling, happy feeling.
yeah, yeah. Yes, and he introduced that woman to her family, because the girl belonged from a uh, she is not from she is from, I think she is, yeah, she is from other caste, not caste, means she is
From the other religion.
religion, not religion. She is Hindu, by the way, and they are
Okay.
Punjabi, right?
Okay.
Ha.
Okay.
So yes, she is from Marwari family, and she is
Okay.
also healthy. Okay, and her and the husband is now Punjabi. Now they have convinced Punjabi families they have to that they also have to do a similar struggling, and then now she is becoming a mother recently, and now, once she become a mother, she's been accepted that yes, she can be like this. Means her responsibility, she can take the responsibility. Why not from the beginning? Means she is also coming from other family to your family. If you accept him, accept her from the beginning, this shouldn't be a problem.
See, there was with the here, I would say that many a times it's not always the fault of parents, right?
Yeah, yeah,
See, we must be open to discussion, right?
absolutely. Yeah.
Many a times what happens is, even we assume that parents will be against us, right?
Mhm. Right.
And we don't talk it out with them. We don't discuss it. And
Mhm.
many times kids take such a step that they get married and all of a sudden they appear in front of their parents. So
Right.
they know, see, it's very right to say at is the olden times that marriage is not only between two individuals. Even the
Right.
two families get to interact and mix with each other.
Right.
So
Exactly.
let us not, defeat that idea.
Mhm.
And if I believe that both of them
Mhm.
take out time and try to reason it. For
Right.
example, in my case, I would
Right.
say my in-laws were a very orthodox family, right?
Right. Yeah.
And it was, well, it was like next to impossible to go for a love marriage in that family. But
Yeah.
still, I took the initiative. I took pains to, talk to each and every person,
Yeah.
understand their concerns. If they are against me, why? So I addressed their concerns, and finally all was, everything was happy, and our parents arranged the match. So
Right.
we must have that patience also, right? See,
Absolutely.
uh, like any parent, or let's say, if I talk about myself, I am also the father of a daughter.
Mhm.
I would always want best for her, right?
Right.
And just like that, every parent would want best for their kids.
Absolutely.
So we must be patient enough to understand their concern. And if we are able to address, if we'll talk it out properly in a civilized manner, I
Yeah.
believe lots of things will actually, end up in a positive way.
Absolutely. That's true.
And that is exactly what I did in my case.
Yes, yes. That I can understand. Yes. And this is the thing is you have shown that vigor. You have that power. Yes. So another question which comes about the health is we would be like, for this how you take care of you told us about 364 days you're taking care of your wife and just go let's go to your mother. How do you yes. So how do you help your mother? Means for 364 days, how you take care of your mother in the health case?
No, no, see, I would say, ठीक है, and that's jokes apart, that
Yeah.
one day belongs to the husband and the remaining to the, but all is a family, right? And the same goes with mother. You cannot compare, or I
Yeah,
shouldn't compare my relationship
actually,
with
I'm
my
asking the
mother
question.
and with my wife, right?
No,
They're
no,
two
I'm
different.
asking that is 360. I'm just concerned about the woman's health. Okay, so how you suggest the mother who is above 65? Okay, how do they take care of their health? Yeah,
See,
maybe my
frankly
question has gone in
speaking,
a wrong
my
way. That
mother's health is being taken care of by my wife. I am
wow.
very bad at it, actually, right?
Okay, huh.
I am like, I am one person. If my mother will tell me, okay, she is having such a health issue and she needs to visit the doctor, okay, I'll take appointment. I may take her along, but or my wife would take her along and we'll visit the doctor. That's how it is, right?
Yeah.
Though, see, I've always lived in a joint family, right?
Mhm.
Where um, I actually had very less responsibilities to actually, take care of. That's why I told you that began to become responsible when I became a father, right?
Right. Yeah.
Before, right? And that also more so, I would say, when I had a second child,
Okay.
because I could understand what faults or what mistakes I did in the first case, right?
Right.
So I had that feeling, ki, yeah, I did something wrong and I should, improve upon it.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
as yes, my mother is a very, very important part of in my life. And of course, I would say now, because I am nearing 50, so my relationship with her is double the time of what I have with my wife.
Yeah.
So that cannot be compared at all, right? And
Yeah.
both have a special place in my heart.
Yes. Yeah. No, no. My question has gone in a wrong way. I'm not comparing. I was there to ask you some questions. That is, how the aged after age of 65, how the woman can take care of their health. Okay, because if you have some put some lights on this, because with the ages, right, and how you help your wife to take care after the birth, because we have focused on that after the birth, we are not giving, they are not taking care of their health, right, and this is what is going to be a in the future. Some other things are happening, so that's the reason, yeah, for
See, they are
separating.
very standard practices. There was with if I talk about my mom, right? Obviously, at her age, we'll say that yes, even though she's aging, but she should remain active, right?
Yeah.
Now, being active does not mean that she has to do some household chores only. She can go for a walk, she can mix around. Even uh, I actually, encouraged my mom to have friends so that
Absolutely.
she can, because see, usually what happens is that, let's say, my wife and me, we are busy in our work,
Mhm.
and and especially when after my father passed away, my mom became very lonely, right?
Absolutely.
And many a times I do feel that, yes, that because I obviously cannot be as close to her as my father. That's very natural, right?
It's yeah.
So in Indian setup, usually in the past, what used to happen was that if a female gets married, she loses all her friends.
Right.
But
Exactly.
the husband, the boy, gets to keep all his friends, right?
Yeah.
So I encouraged my wife and my mom
Hmm.
that you should move out, have friends, you should have meetings, enjoy yourself, right?
Right.
And that thing has actually worked well,
Absolutely.
because she moves out in her age group, right? So they might go to some temple, they can go for shopping, right? Or let's say if it was her birthday, apart from our family dinner, we took it an initiative to call all her friends at home, that let's
Right.
party together, right?
Right.
So such instances, and as in my family, all of us, celebrate festivals like to the core. We
Right.
enjoy so much.
Hmm.
Like now, I would say that uh, as I mentioned you that I have two brothers. They have their families,
Right.
and
Right.
we live separately. But we have made an understanding that all festivals will be celebrated, all celebrate festivals in a year will be celebrated in one brother's house. So
Right.
every brother, gets a chance to celebrate festivals after every 2 years. So it's a good gathering.
Hmm.
The main crust is that we should be together on
Right.
all the festivals. So that's a lovely understanding. And whosoever hears about it among in my friends, my neighbors, everybody loves this understanding. Yeah, wow, कि आप लोग ऐसा करते हो.
Right.
So see, when we are together, then most things I would say that, you know, are easy to manage.
Yeah. Yes. So much learning even happening in my case. Just see every family I came to know maximum divorce happens because of the understanding between the husband and wife, right? But once they see this or telecasting, this they can understand the importance how the bonding can be created. Because today I am also learning many new versions of the relationship. Okay, relationship has a different colors which I have
Just
understanding.
yesterday, say sorry to interrupt. Just yesterday, Veena ji, who is in our
Yeah.
group,
Uh,
she had made a podcast on, why husbands don't listen to wives and all. So we were
yeah.
having like fun time together. So I actually told her that, yesterday, that we are together for 25 years. So now we are professionals, right? So
Yeah.
if even if we fight,
Hmm.
we know when to fight and when to stop. So even
Right.
if even if we are fighting and some guest all of a sudden comes
Yeah.
unexpectedly, so we are calm.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So no
Yes.
offense taken. और अगर कभी बोर हो रहे होते हैं तो लड़ लेते हैं, right? कि
Right.
चलो for a change. So so my relationship
बनाते कौन
with
है?
my wife is
Like,
such.
हाँ, there is an ego clash. Okay. जब भी ऐसे होते हैं तो हंसी मजाक में जो जब भी घूम जाता है the person intention was to tell something but they have informed in another way. Okay, they have been taken in another perspective. So in that case, what is your perspective towards this? आप में कौन who used to come down for this means who used to झुकते कौन है इसमें? Because this is the question because many of the those who are in the course of divorce, please don't divorce today because here something is hidden. Now, Mr. Kapil, to you.
देखो Smita,
Right,
I you can say I feel lucky
right,
that I am with my wife,
right,
right? And she does so much for me, for the house,
right,
that if I'll say sorry to her, let's say, it will not make me less important.
yeah,
That is my take,
yeah,
right? But yes, it's not like that we don't fight. We do.
yeah,
Some
yes,
many a times on very petty things,
Mm.
and afterwards, when we reconcile, we laugh ki acha. Even now, because my kids are elder, when they hear the reason for the fight, even they laugh कि आप अच्छे हो. ऐसी बातों में भी कोई लड़ता है. So that is so. But yes, I would say, if you are a family,
Yeah,
in a family there is no place for ego,
correct.
right? Ego in itself is a very negative term. And
Correct.
if, as a responsible part of the family, ठीक है, I should make an effort that there should not be any negativity in the family. And if
Absolutely.
I bring about ego in that, so
Yeah,
I am at fault. So similarly, if my wife does that, I'll definitely say that
yeah,
she's at fault. ये बात सही है that maybe it is always advisable when the other person is angry. At that time, let us not try to preach her. Or
right.
if I am angry, it's better for her to keep mum, and then at some later time when I have, settled down, then that is the right time to tell my fault. Maybe then I'm in a better state of mind to understand that. But then
Absolutely.
these are the tricks, because when you are together for so long and when you understand each other, these are the things that should come naturally to you,
So true. Yeah,
right? And
yes.
I would always suggest to those people that, ठीक है, you are fighting, cool. We even there's a fight among friends also. ठीक है,
Right.
तो but then the friendship doesn't end,
So true.
right?
Mm.
Similarly, if there should not be the need of any third person to reconcile among yourselves,
Absolutely.
right? Till that point, everything will remain happy, because we must understand that in some times you can say I would have done something, out of the way. Like, for example, I would like to tell you, my wife loves to celebrate her birthday, right?
Right.
And her birthday comes at the end of the month, like on 28th, right?
Okay.
So I always make fun of her, and all my family knows it, that she does not celebrate birthday, she celebrates birth month.
Yeah.
So from 1st of September, I have to pamper her till 28th. And that is a ritual that is going on from the day we became friends. Right?
Wow.
I
Yeah.
follow it up even today. And everybody knows it.
Ah,
ठीक है? And for my birthday, it's in the beginning of the month. So I'm always the loser, because it is on the 4th of the month.
mm.
So I get to celebrate it only for 4 days.
Wow. Yeah, that's interesting. Seriously, we are just getting interest and seriously, we are learning new things. Yeah,
So it's not like, actually, she's not expecting uh, expensive gifts. Even a flower will do, but the gesture, she loves the gesture.
yes, exactly. Yeah, making someone important, someone value is
Yeah,
something. Uh, means you are. If you fight by mistake with your wife, go and just buy something for her. She will be happy. Okay, don't. I'm not talking about go and buy any diamond jewelry. Just go give her this chocolate
yeah,
also.
yeah, yes, that's
Yeah,
very true.
yeah,
See, even if, just going out for a coffee on one of the
yeah,
days is
yeah.
a gift.
Right, exactly. Because you are
You're
giving that value.
spending time together. That's more
Yes,
important.
absolutely. So seriously, I am blessed to have you here, and I'm just learning a lot of things. And the thing is, I can see the happiness of your family, and I definitely what to say? I just pray to God that this bonding should be there for a longer period of
Yeah.
time. And yeah, and yes, and the The way your son and your daughter is giving this in behalf of them, I am also telling you, I'm really feeling proud today. So the
Thank you.
fatherhood which you are showing is really is really something commendable. Okay, something to salute for, right? Because the way you have bonded your family, okay, that is all going to the, we can say, to our families, to our parents, right? What exactly your parents have given it to you, you are following the same route, right? And today the result is this.
See, I personally believe that I'm in a happy space, right?
Yeah, obviously.
And like when I help students,
Yeah,
I never say that I am helping them to build good professional careers. I
yeah,
always say I help them build happy careers, right?
right,
Because
exactly,
at the end of the day, happiness is what it counts, right?
absolutely,
Maybe in the initial years of our professional life, we might go after money because there are certain needs that need to be fulfilled. But
right,
once that gets fulfilled, ultimately everybody looks for happiness. Everybody looks
absolutely,
for peace. And so if we can do that thing as a final goal, so I believe many of the hardships would end.
right. So I would request, yes, he's someone who is sending candidates abroad. Okay. So yes, and the details will be there in the description box about Mr. Kapil. So whoever wants to go abroad to study and want to grow, because his son is there and abroad in Germany, he is doing excellent. So if you are the one who is going want to study in abroad, can connect with him. The details will be there in the description box. And let's come now to the podcast, because I have to share the link also in the about the podcast, since that is what you have specifically told me. You have made it for Mother's Day, right? So yeah, I just put some throw some light on it, Mr.
Uh, uh, Yeah, say it again.
Yeah, just throw some light on the of the podcast which you have created for specifically for the mothers.
See, okay, that was, see, I came across Mr. Makaran, yeah, who was actually working on that.
Mm.
And that podcast was on Garbh Sanskar. Like we have multiple sanskars in the Hindu religion. And yes, Garbh Sanskar in itself is very, very important. And it deals with motherhood. And see, if we always say na, that if we want a healthy child,
Mm.
first of all, the person who is bringing that child into this world should be taken care of. And
Exactly.
if we neglect that person, how can we get a healthy child?
Mm.
So the journey begins from taking care of that female who is about to be a mother. And each and every person in the family must understand that,
Yeah.
because that is a very, very important and difficult responsibility. And we might say that yes, uh, that for a female also it might be a heavenly feeling, but it's, in reality, it puts too much physical pressure,
Mm.
mental pressure on the female, and she has a right to be looked after from
Absolutely. True.
everyone.
So true. Yeah.
So that Garbh Sanskar is actually about that. And obviously, like when a lady is in the phase of pregnancy,
Mm.
what we do, we put good pictures on the walls where she sleeps or in a bedroom.
Mm.
Why? Because we feel that if she watches or sees such pics of healthy
Right.
children, she'll
Right.
bear a healthy child. But
Okay.
to get that thing into her,
Mm.
first of all, she should be healthy. She should be
Okay.
happy. Only
Yes.
then she can actually, you know, have a good look at those pictures.
Okay.
If she's not happy, she will not take care of anything. She will not
Right.
be in a mental state to do that. So it's not her fault.
Yes. True.
Her surroundings should be appropriate, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So actually, that podcast is all about that health of the mother. And yes, because I begin that podcast about narrating the incident, the story of Abhimanyu, right? Whom we say that he learned how to come out of that trap when he was in her mother's womb, Subhadra. That is that actually possible?
No.
Many would say no, it is fiction,
Yes.
right?
Exactly.
But we would say no, it's possible. But then it has to be done in the right way. First, see, to be a good learned child,
Mm.
first of all, he should be a healthy child.
Right.
And whatever learnings a child has in the mother's womb is through her mother.
Right.
So if the mother is not positive
Mm.
during that phase, how
Mm.
can that child will also have a negative impact on his personality when that child is
Absolutely.
born?
Yeah. Yes.
Because during pregnancy, that child is part of the mother.
Mhm.
So
Yes.
whatever ill effects are on the mother will
Mm.
automatically show up on the child also.
Yes. Absolutely.
So
Yes.
it has to be taken care of properly. So that is the podcast all about.
Okay, interesting. It reminds me of when the female become pregnant. We used to say, listen to all the hymns of the God, and
Yeah.
then just listen to all the positive things, remove
Yeah.
all the negative things. And
Yes.
as you have spoke about Abhimanyu, I told no, but later on it comes in my mind. My 5-year-old niece, okay, she is more keen towards detective books. Okay, because during the pregnancy period of my sister-in-law, she was loved to read the detective books. Okay, and this goes in her. So she,
Right.
whenever you are just giving her some task, she wants some detective activities. So yes, during that time, if we are during the Garbha Sanskar, if we are giving them the good informations, please
Right.
listen to the podcast. It is mentioned right clearly over there. He has just given the out this, and you just mention in there what are your 5 biggest takeaways in that particular podcast. Because it will help the persons to create more content over there, giving them more great insights, right? So please go listen to it, share your learnings, and make the person empower to create more content like this and to bring it near you.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, because we are all the creators. And now
Yes.
also the same thing in this comment section. Go to the comment section. Uh, put five, sorry, your 5 biggest takeaways, whatever you have learned from Mr. Kapil today. Here, if you are writing it, today, the 14th May, tomorrow is a special day. And just
Yes.
write your story. If you have a beautiful story, whatever stories you are having, painful, beautiful, pathetic, non-pathetic, whatever stories you have, write in the comment section. You will be getting some goodies from us because all the speakers are coming. One speaker is already in front of you, Mr. Kapil, and other speakers, because tomorrow he is not available. He is having some other assignments. And so today only he has given me the time. So I've took his today, and the rest speakers will be coming tomorrow. Listen to all the speakers 2 days, and another speaker will be coming on Monday. So 3 days consecutively, we are doing this Mother's Day celebration. Listen to all the speakers. There are a lot of giveaways because one of them we are the best. Whatever we feel like, we will be reading the stories here with the live with all the speakers, as well as those who are coming from an LGBT group. Okay, the thing is that is considered to be he or she. Okay, she or he identified in their different bodies. So few of my speakers are giving 50% discount, and I would request Mr. Kapil if you kindly give them 50% discount to your if they join your community. So if it is
See, I'll
possible,
try to do whatever is best for them,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Because I don't, you know, you can say interact with a person
Yeah.
considering the gender of the person, right?
Right.
For
Exactly.
me, it is immaterial.
Yeah. True.
I take into consideration the merit, the
Hmm.
eligibility,
Hmm.
that are much more important factors for me. Gender is irrelevant, right?
Yeah.
But as you are doing all this celebration for Mother's Day,
Yeah.
see, if you ask my personal point of view,
Hmm.
I wouldn't celebrate Mother's Day, right? Why?
Yeah.
Because it is like more of a Western concept where
Yeah.
they don't have number of festivals like we have in India.
Right.
As far
Exactly.
as mother is concerned, she is the most important person, right? Like in
Exactly.
Hindi, we say ki because God couldn't be with everyone, so he
Yeah.
created mother,
Yes.
right?
Exactly.
So Mother's Day is something to be celebrated every day,
Exactly.
not on a particular day. That's my take actually on Mother's Day.
Yeah. So true. Exactly. That's true. That is Mother's Day. There is nothing called every day is considered to be Mother's Day. So it's a
Yes.
very good thing which you have already spoke about. Definitely. And we are in the verge of closing right now. So we have, if you have in the description box, everything will be mentioned, contact number and email ID of Mr. Kapil and the company details. So, and the website also. This we have already given, but right now we will be specifically giving because those who are going abroad, planning for going abroad for studies, everything will be mentioned there. And requesting you to be there tomorrow by 8 to 10. We are also planning other speakers will also come. So learn, grow. The way today he has given a lot of values, similarly, they will also give a lot of values tomorrow. So looking forward for if you see one jewel, you can find 1,000 diamonds. Means
Yeah,
one
definitely. I would
diamond,
look forward to,
1,000.
listening to all the speakers tomorrow.
Yeah,
And
surely,
maybe
please.
because at that time, if I'm not available, but I definitely will listen to the recordings. Definitely. I'll make it a point.
Yes, please. Because with me, another Debosmita is there who is hosting. And we have a lot of speakers, Geeta, who is Bharat Ratna winner. Okay. We have Dr. Shama, Aparna, Parna. There are a lot of speakers, Dr. Janki.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, a lot
Great.
of
Great.
speakers are there. So tomorrow, yes, it is going to be a because it's going to be in a huge platform. Because I will miss you tomorrow. No problem in this.
Me too.
But today I've already taken the interview. It is also going live, so they can see this interview also. So all the interviews that whatever is going on will be those who are giving the comments who will be commenting will definitely get some offers from our end because we all are into coaches work. We all are coaches. So definitely you will be getting some,
Definitely, I would even take the opportunity on your platform
yeah,
that if any student, listening to my podcast or
yeah,
have any queries in the career space or the study
yeah,
approach, they can
yeah,
definitely connect with me, right?
absolutely.
And I'll be happy to solve their queries.
Yes, absolutely. That's fine. That's really interesting. That's really better to know about this. Please go abroad, study, as see the other previous whatever I will be giving that link also where I have taken Mr. Kapil's interview. That will be everything will be there in the description box. Follow the description box because there we have a very wider discussion why it is important to go in abroad for studies. So there are a lot of myths which we have broken in that particular session only. Now we are looking forward for this. Today's also another valuable inputs he has given, valuable knowledge he has provided. Okay, so looking forward to take his more interviews in the coming days so that you can learn. Yeah, and I'm also planning for the podcast, so I would love to learn from you for the podcast part. So
Sure.
yes, so we can do it the podcast together so that maximum people can reach out and they can understand us. So
Right.
this is the thing. So thank you very much for coming, and I've been looking forward to interview you a lot times because I have so many questions, and the
Sure,
times has.
it's an honor to be with you here.
Yeah, I've also been honored to take your interview. You come to the time. I still remember one day before I asked you, and you told me, "Yes, yes, I'm interested. I'm just coming." Yeah, the
I love
energy.
talking to you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, there are a lot of things every day we are learning, we are growing
Yes,
because we are basically lifelong learners.
yes,
Everything has a
very true.
value. Yes, every story has an experience. Whenever you are listening to every stories of every individual, they are having a struggling full life, right? Life
Right.
is not easy, right? But they are reaching to that level. So please come forward with your stories. We are ready to read your stories and was to throw this to the world that your story can inspire thousand story. And all these things, whatever is happening, that is because all this program from today onwards, whatever we have started, it's designed for you only. It's not for me, Mr. Kapil, or for the other speakers. This is all for you. So designed for you. So take maximum advantage because we care for you. We are giving you this. We are giving this special gifts that is because we are caring for you. We love you, we care for you. So since please come, take the advantage. That's it from our end.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the
Thank you.
last biggest tips which you want to give to the audience, Mr. Kapil. Yeah.
No, see, actually, no more tips. We have already, taken everything from me
Yeah.
today. But
Yeah.
I would simply say, as far as relationship goes, there should be mutual respect for each other.
Absolutely.
As right, that is the first thing that should take part. And yes, at times, both of both the partners should take a chance to, find time find time for your parents also, because yes, they when and it becomes much more difficult when one of the parent leaves, so the other parent actually feels too much. And as youngsters we must understand that.
Right.
And apart from what facilities, because okay, the parent is living in the house, all facilities are there, but no amount of facilities can are comparable to time that you give to them. So
Right.
that is much more important.
Yeah.
And remain happy, strive for excellence and happiness.
Right.
That's it.
Exactly. Yeah. Thank you very much. It's a great, really a greatest knowledge you have imparted to them, and they will definitely work on it. And yes, every details will be there in the description box. Check out the description box and please be there tomorrow by 8 to 10 p.m. And yeah, so Mr. Kapil, and I love to talk, interact. I will call you again and again. Usually
Thank
is
you.
going to give, yeah, no, valuable inputs like this. We have, yes, there is, as mentioned, they are celebrating less days, but we are having in India, we are having 365 days, 365
Yes.
things.
Very true. Very true. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah. So
That's the beauty of our country.
yeah. So we now since we are performing Western cultures, adapting that Mother's Day, Father's Day, because another thing is a very important thing because I have some friends from USA. They are basically the problem. They already told me that they are their mothers are having another father. Okay, and other father has this another mother. So
Yes,
they
that
don't
does
get the
happen.
attention of a father and mother. So they that is the reason they are celebrating like for it 1 day for mother and for 1 day for father. अभी
Mm.
कौन सा father कौन सा mother सोच लेना. So that is so that is the reason this father mother celebration are coming. But we are staying in India. We are happy to have one mother, one father. So so there is nothing called in India celebration for Father's Day and Mother's Day. But each day, as mentioned by Mr. Kapil, is very nice. That is, every day is my Mother's Day and every day is my Father's Day. Yes, definitely. Because parents are special for you for every year, every day, every second of life.
Right.
Because they are precious. So as long as they are with you, enjoy each moment. The time they will not with you can realize the pain, the emptiness of this.
Right.
Then there is no one to listen to you. So enjoy, give respect to your parents, give respect to your mother, give respect to all the women around the world. Because they need that only. They will be just happy if you give respect. If you say hello, ask them, how are you in a day?
Yes.
That will enough for them. That's it. And and for men also, ask men, women both, because that is how are you. Use the word how are you each day. It doesn't need too much money, right? Just a simple word, how are you? But that's it. Everybody will be happy and be happy and let other be happy. Since the way Mr. Uh, Kapil has given a lot of values to you people, it's really commendable. I have no words and I'm so really being honored and blessed to take his interviews. Yeah. And yeah,
Thank you. Thank you.
yes, yeah, you are welcome. We'll definitely come. We will be meeting another this platform, and which we are planning for the podcast as well. We'll meet in that and
Right.
this video always. Yeah,
Right.
and then
Right.
another thing is I'm shifting, so my light will be all well soon that time because I'm shifting to other flat.
Okay.
So here the problem is the room is big, the light is less, and
Yeah.
and that flat I'm arranging accordingly the lights and everything. Since
Good.
this is our profession, we love to motivate people. For you, we are doing every work. So your work is to just to comment. So and enlighten the
Very
other
right.
side. Yeah. So fine. So we'll meet you again in the coming months and coming days. So definitely and if you are, since I'm also going for different workshops, and from Monday onwards, I am going for a training with Russell Brunson. Yeah. So it is
That's
for a
cool.
7
Super cool.
training. Yes. So all are coming. All our learnings will come here, and definitely stay tuned, learn, grow. That's my um, personal request to everyone. Yeah.
Okay.
So yes. So we'll meet soon, and you will also get the updates about my learning.
Yeah, sure,
Yes.
sure. Would love to
Yes.
listen to.
Yes. Surely we are coming live again. So fine. We'll meet and thankful to and everything will be there in the description.
Right, 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 right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank
Goodbye.
Yeah. Yes. We can't say goodbye. We say that goodbye
See you
means
again.
bye for now.
See you
Yeah.
again.
Shubha here.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Okay.
Signing off. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Signing off.
Yeah.